Yo, I'm back at y'all. What up? Another goddamn video. Appreciate y'all joining me, man. Y'all can be anywhere, but y'all here with your boy. Let's get it, man. Raw anime, talk to me. Just want y'all to know, man, this MODULO chapter 11, to me, these are like the hype chapters, because it's like the build up, it's letting you know what could potentially happen. It got some nuggets in there. It got some bombs in there. I mean, maybe a nuclear bomb, almost literally. So it starts out, cause remember in chapter 10, they was preparing for this party and they was trying to get everything together for the party or whatever. So they realized that the spaceship that the Sumerians use is powered by curse energy, and they're trying to figure out like, oh, how are they able to harness curse energy to use it like tools? Because the only thing Japan ever know is that curse energy can be used by jujutsu sorcerers to convert it into energy to use curse technique and stuff like that for curse energy. So they've never been able to advance technology. So they're looking at this as like a chance to advance technology. Y'all know how the government is. Stuff happened. They found out first. They try to use it against. I'm not gonna say against the people. They try to use it first, test it out, and try to see how can they capitalize on it. Because we live in a capitalistic society. So it's kind of similar here. They're like, oh man, how can we harness technology? So they move. So they trying to make a decision on, do they need to share it with the common people or make it a secret? Comment down below, like, if y'all was a government, you was running your own country, like, what would you do? Like, would it be something that you would hide and try to like steer away from and be like, oh, let's not share it with the people? Or would you actually, like, off the rip, you found out about it, let's just go public, share it with the people? I don't care what anybody say, like, people should know this stuff. Because I think when you're the common person, you're like, oh, they're hiding, so we should know everything. That's our right to know everything. They should be able to tell us stuff. And also when you're in that position of the government, the common person, what they would do with that knowledge could be bad things. They're already kidnapping jujutsu sorcerers. They're trying to figure out like what are they doing with the kidnappers. And mind you, the foreshadowing in the last series, which is the original series, which is Jujutsu Kaisen, where they were saying that you can use sorcerers and one sorcerer can power a whole town or city. Like, so you have to think about stuff like that. So they getting ready. They came up with the idea to have Toyoka, Toyoka is actually a party, and Takabi, the octopus, whatever it is, like the octopus stuff. Tokayaki, that's what they're Tokayaki. So they're like, oh, we gotta find some good octopi. They go meet this dude who he looks pretty rad. So he tells them like, hey, you know how octopus usually have like 8 tentacles? He's like, oh nah, this is one with 1 tentacle. You know what that means? And the surprise I like little small funny scenes like this that really don't really mean nothing, but it's like kind of funny though. So that's like, oh well, it's if they have 1 tentacle, that means that all the juice and the flavor is packed in that 1 tentacle. I just find that to be so hilarious. So they go down there, Tsurugi and Maru, they go for a swim and they get stung up by the jellyfish that's protecting the octopus or octopi. So they go. So Maru is telling, or Krausa, is telling Maru that she needs to, because it's ironic that Maru is with Tsurugi and Cross is with the sister or cousin or whatever. So I don't know why I can't think of her name right now. But so Cross is with her. He's like, you should tell them about your treatment. She like, no, I don't want people to know because I want them to treat me the same. Now it's funny because I was just telling a friend, a family member, a story about something like this. Like when you're going through things and people find out about it, they treat you differently depending on what you're going through. If you're going through something good, they may hate on you depending on how good everything going. If you're going through something bad, they may feel sorry for you and they don't actually hate on you. They actually start like trying to make up for things they haven't done right before. They're apologetic. They're a little bit nicer. Like imagine that girl you want to take out on a date, and she always like didn't want to talk to you, and then now she found out like something's going wrong with you. She reach out to you and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I heard what happened. Do you want to go for a coffee?" She's not really, she's pitying you. She's not really digging you. She's like, "Oh, I just feel sorry for the guy. Like I just want to." It's like they want to give you your dying wish or something. Which I'm not laughing at dying. So I don't want y'all to take that any type of way. But so as far as her, I feel like that's it shows a little bit more of her personality. Because I feel like Sarugi would tell, but she's not telling. Like she's like Yaki. That's her name, yeah. So she's not telling. She's like, man, bump that. I don't want nobody to treat me different. Which I feel it, because if I'm going through something and I'm like battling or whatever, and someone didn't like me, and then all of a sudden they find out that I'm going through something, oh, let me treat them a little different. Like, so, because I'm a competitive person. Like, I don't want somebody to let me win or feel sorry for me and to pity me just because I got brain cancer is what she has in her situation. So they find the octopi, and it's actually Maru and Sarugi are talking, and they're talking about like the women and how they're treated differently. Talk about how the men, they're born, they're blessed by the power, and the women are blessed to be able to bear children. And Sarugi is like, oh, so how do they treat the women who can't bear children, or the men who are weak and can't fight, or don't have, or are not blessed? So he's like, oh, it's not like that, because you got to think about people like the elder that looks more like an alien. He isn't a fighter, but he's still well respected, because they're like our ancestors. Is said to be power. It's said to be our jujutsu is said to be a power bestowed upon our Romulans ancestors by Kalian, who are sent by the gods. So the Kalians are sent by the gods. The ancestors are blessed with the power by the Kalians that's given by the god. So like a transfer of power. And they're taught that men are granted that power because they can't bear children, and they should use it to protect women and children. So it's like, it's showing that the man is the protector and the woman is the care provider for the children, and the children just the child growing. So Jabalama, he looks more like an alien. So we're like, oh, he looks more like an alien. So he's like, from what we think is an alien, because if you look at his ears are like longer, like more elongated. His head is more elongated, and he just doesn't look normal. So they talk about the party. The women there looking at having a good time, and Deborah and the higher ups, they're all talking, having a conversation, and then they're saying that Deborah, he's talking about his sister, and that there's a curse tool in Africa called a black rope that can cancel out effects of curse energy. They say if they can get their hands on it, they may possibly break his sister's curse, because his sister is cursed, and they right now they may be outside of the curse technique. So the Skunky tribe put a death curse on her. It activates when a chieftain dies, or when Deborah defies the chieftain's orders. So right now it seems that they stepped out of what they refer to as the curse technique's range. So right now they're kind of safe. So if they do anything to defy the orders or the conditions of the curse, then they would still be okay, because they're outside of the range. So since Deborah realizing that, hey, they got something that can benefit us, that goes back to the higher up saying they need to be able to gain favor. So this is foreshadowing them being able to gain favor, go to Africa, get this black rope, which is that tool that can cancel out effects. And then Deborah actually runs into a female, and I think this is pretty, shows like Deborah can be swayed, or I guess seduced in a way, because he looks at her and he seems to be like blushing. I know it's definitely that she's blushing, but I'm thinking like his version of blushing is like a cold stare. is his version of bluffing. Mind you that when the Burrow went up against when they did the duel, he had that cold stare. And they were actually like best friends. So that shows you that when he has that like cold type of stare, it shows you that there's some type of connection there, or he's feeling something. So now the chapter kind of wraps up that Osoku, he comes upon the elder Burrow, and he sees that the Burrow is troubled, distressed, and he's trying to figure out what's going on. And they're telling Osuki to come over there. And Osuki noticed that the elder has tears coming from his eye. And he's like, looked like he saw death. And he barely escaped the tail of death. Like he looked like he literally saw the Grim Reaper, like a Shinigami. He's talking about how deadly the humans are. So this is a huge point that I want to hone in on a little bit more. He said he saw the Japanese. He saw them killing a Kallian. Remember, the Kallians are the mythical beasts that are blessed by the gods. They bestow power to, the Sumerians. They give them their cursed energy. So this is something that I think people are they taking a different route. See, me, I like to just play devil's advocate or just be open up for other avenues of possibilities. So he said, so people would think this like, oh, when tears are coming from there, that means they saw someone die, right? Or they died. So a Kallian died, or when they died. So they saw a Kallian die. So now let's open up this possibility. Is it possible that since Osaki and the elders, that group of people, they wanted war against humanity anyway. So did they set up a situation for Earthling to kill a Kallian? Or did he figure out how to fake cry from his third eye? So I want to actually open up those possibilities too. I don't want to just say that he saw the Earthlings kill a Kallian and that was it. Mind you, this is anime. There's always a twist to it, y'all. There's no way he just saw an Earthling just slaughter a Kallian. He's like, oh, no, let's just kill them. Like, it got to be more to it. Either the Kallian, because remember, they take on many forms. So the theory that if the main character, Yuji, if Yuji is a Kallian, which is some people are running with that theory that, oh, Yuji is a Kallian, he's defying the test of time, or him and Sukuna shared the same body, maybe he gained some type of immortality, or maybe since he's the child of Kenjaku, that could be why. So I'm gonna say that let's open up the possibility that since Kallians take many forms, if y'all want to use that and run with it, hey, Kallians take many forms, then how do we know that the form the Kallian took wasn't of an evil person? Because if we're just looking at the Kallians as they're just good, they've been depicted as gods that are bad. So we can always assume that the god or the Kallian or this deity is good. Maybe the Kallian is bad and it was being punished by a human or a Japanese or whatever they want to call it. And also, let's just open up the possibility that maybe Elder Burrow set up a situation where this happened. It was a scheme, or he figured out a way how to cry out his third eye, and they're using this to incite Osuki to then have zero tolerance for the Japanese and start a war. So comment down below, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think this is a plot twist and that the Earthlings didn't really kill a Kallian? Do y'all think it's a plot twist and the Earthlings did kill a Kallian, but there's a reason behind it, like a legitimate reason? Or just let me know if you have a different thought entirely. I definitely want to be able to engage with y'all in the comments. Make sure y'all like. And if you choose to use a hype point, hype me up. So do that for your boy. So I'm signing out. Peace.